What's going on, everyone? My name is RJ, and welcome to today's episode of Crypto News. Before we get started, make sure you guys check out today's show sponsors, Keystone, which is the hardware wallet of my choice, Efani, and AtlasVPN. And with that, let's go ahead and get into today's episode. The FTX debacle continues to unravel, and so in this article, the class action lawsuit against FTX's celebrity promoters and Sam Bankman-Fried has quietly been dropped. A class action lawsuit filed against former FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried and a host of paid celebrity promoters for the now defunct crypto exchange has been dropped. On Thursday, lawyers for the suit's lead plaintiff, Edwin Garrison, filed a voluntary notice of dismissal with the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of Florida. According to the notice on Thursday, none of the defendants in the case, including Bankman-Fried, NFL quarterback Tom Brady, comedian Larry David, and tennis player Naomi Osaka, and the NBA's Golden State Warriors team had been served with the summons for the complaint. Garrison's lawyer, Adam Moskowitz, did not return CoinDesk's request for comment as to whether the matter had been settled out of court. The suit initially called for unspecified damages and a jury trial. Now, following along the celebrity line, judge dismisses crypto lawsuit against Kim Kardashian. A federal judge dismissed a proposed class action lawsuit on Wednesday against Ethereum Max's founders and the crypto project's celebrity endorsers, including reality TV star Kim Kardashian, boxed Floyd Mayweather Jr., and former Boston Celtics star Paul Pierce. In his ruling, Judge Michael Fitzgerald of the U.S. District Court of the Central District of California agreed that the lawsuit's claims raised legitimate concerns about celebrities' ability to readily persuade millions of undiscerning followers to buy snake oil with unprecedented ease and reach. However, he explained, while the law certainly places limits on those advertisers, it also expects investors to act reasonably before basing their bets on the zeitgeist of the moment. And this kind of goes back to when I first got started with this channel. You'll see comments here and there, not only on my channel, but other content creators' channels as well, of people saying, oh, because you promoted this, you're going to jail. Just give it some time. The FBI is going to come knocking at your door. And this is what I'm talking about, where the comment section of YouTube and Twitter and social media in general is just so toxic and filled with all these internet trolls that think they know what's going on, when simple Google searches will actually answer a lot of their concerns and questions. So let's go back to what that judge said about celebrities promoting cryptos that ended up becoming a scam or wasn't successful. While the law certainly places limits on those advertisers, it also expects investors to act reasonably before basing their bets on the zeitgeist of the moment. Which is what I've been saying for a long time now, that unfortunately in our day and age, our society has lost the ability to take personal responsibility. Everyone's always looking out to blame other people. Everyone's always looking out to point fingers. Oh my gosh, she told me about this project, and oh my gosh, she told me about this car, and oh my gosh, she told me about this cell phone company. And no one has the ability to take personal action anymore. I have lost a lot of money, thousands of dollars, on other projects that I had heard from about other people. I did my own research, took that calculated risk, and some of that risk never panned out. I didn't go and contact that person and said, wow, you told me about this project, which is what we see all the time on YouTube and what we see all the time in Twitter. And I don't know how our society and how our generation of people ended up getting to this, where they're no longer capable of taking personal responsibility and always looking to blame people. I wish we could go back to when people were able to take personal responsibility, right? Because this certain generation and society of people looking to blame other people and not being able to reflect on their own actions is, in my eyes, a very unfortunate place to be in our society. And that is the sad truth. Now, piggybacking off of the FTX debacle, which is of course putting a lot of heat on central exchanges, Crypto.com releases its proof of reserves. Crypto.com has released a statement that reveals its full proof of reserves data from an audit done by the Mazars Group. The auditing firm shared records that show the prominent crypto platform's clients' assets are fully backed. The challenging year for the crypto market has led many platforms to proceed with greater efforts in transparency. Subsequently, proof of reserves has become a massive part of that pursuit. Consequently, Crypto.com has now revealed its data publicly via a statement. And if we take a look at Crypto.com's tweet here, Crypto.com releases proof of reserves audit results. Mazars Group compared the assets held in on-chain addresses proven to be controlled by Crypto.com with customer balances through an auditor overseeing live query of a production database as of December 7th. And they do have a list of all the assets they have there as well as the reserve ratio. So Crypto.com's assets are fully backed 1-to-1. The bankruptcy of one of the most prominent crypto exchange platforms on the planet, FTX, shook the market to its core. Moreover, the reports of the misuse of customers' funds from the platform have birthed a new wave of skepticism from some investors. Consequently, that development has led many platforms to embrace more transparency to ease customers. Now, if you've been around this channel for a long time, you know that I personally use Crypto.com as my on-ramp and off-ramp. I don't hold assets in Crypto.com at all. I hold enough in there to top off my Royal Indigo card. And then obviously this is one of my main workhorses. I still love to use this thing every single day because it's easy for me to sell crypto and then top off this card and use it in everyday purchases. I still think to this very day, this and a few others are the perfect medium to be able to use crypto in the real world. When other people are like, well, how are you actually using your crypto money? Well, that's easy. I use the Crypto.com card, but I don't hold any assets in there. What I do use Crypto.com for is an on-ramp from fiat. And then what I do is I transfer that money into my DeFi stuff. And then same thing outward. If I'm selling crypto, I use Crypto.com to off-ramp it back into fiat. I don't actually hold funds in Crypto.com because I'm a firm believer of not your keys, not your crypto, aka if the central exchange holds my keys, I'm actually not owning that crypto. We've seen time and time again what happens when you hold your assets in a central exchange. They have the ability to freeze it, they have the ability to halt withdrawals, they have the ability to halt trading, and that's not why I got into crypto. I got into crypto for this movement of being able to hold my own funds and make sure a bank or a central exchange isn't there to tell me what I can and cannot do with my money. Now, following along in that suit of not your keys, not your crypto, investors withdraw record levels of coins from crypto exchanges. Traders rush for exits alarmed at safety of their assets after FTX filed for bankruptcy. Investors are pulling record levels of Bitcoin from crypto exchanges as the collapse of Sam Bankman-Fried's FTX stirs fears over the safety of their assets. FTX, once the darling of the crypto industry, filed for bankruptcy protection in mid-November after an $8 billion hole emerged in its balance sheet. Withdrawals in October were so high at 75,294 Bitcoin as crypto traders pulled their funds following a crisis-laden summer, which included the collapse of digital asset lenders Celsius and Voyager Digital. He predicted that the pain for crypto investors will continue well into 2023. More and more crypto firms and exchanges find themselves with insufficient liquidity, leading to further bankruptcies and a collapse in investor confidence in digital assets, he added. Now, of course, you guys know that a sponsor of this show is Keystone, which is the hardware wallet of my choice and the one I use when I go traveling, which allows me to make DeFi and crypto transactions on the fly and whenever I'm mobile. Now, Keystone is where I hold a lot of my DeFi wallets, as well as my blue chips such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. And if you guys are interested in nabbing yourself a hardware wallet and controlling your own assets, I do have a link down below to grab yourself a Keystone Pro. They are running through a holiday special right now, so make sure you guys check them out. And with that, that wraps today's episode of Crypto News. And if you guys did enjoy that episode, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you guys hit that bell notification so you guys are notified every single time there's new content. That's all for today. I'll see you guys in the next one.